big third birthday. This is Beacon.
I'm gonna get a mermaid birthday.
Oh, is she?
We hope so, right? This is Beacon. Beacon will be 5 in July. Can you say hi to Mr. Levy?
Hey, Mr. Levy.
Hello.
And these guys are just getting ready for breakfast, man.
We were watching the storming with the blinky.
For the what? The planky?
Yeah.
Levy, can I offer you anything? Anything to drink?
I'm good.
You good?
I'm set.
The picture is
So craziest story, Levy, of that adding machine. So when we were looking all over Lincoln for a crib, right before my wife and I got married, we were like, yo, listen, Country Club neighborhood is sick, safe, beautiful area. And so we took a tour of this house and we went and looked in the garage, and this adding machine was in the garage. Hold on a second, mama. This was in the garage with my last name on it. And I don't even know many people with that last name. And I'm like, yo, this has gotta be a sign. And so we told the sellers, we were like, listen, we want this crib, but as part of the deal, you're gonna have to throw in this adding machine because we wanna keep it at the crib. And they were like, no problem at all. It's just collecting dust here. So it's always a cool story to tell people every time they get a chance to see it, that it was a Burroughs adding machine. Same exact spelling, same last name, that was made in like the 40s or something. Weekend. What's this weekend, B?
Practice.
Yeah, I gotta practice to get ready, but I got a big event coming up.
It's good finalettes.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting, huh?
Finalettes.
Finalettes. It's like the world team trials. Daddy's gotta go out there and kick some butt, get his hand raised. So we can have a good time.
Kick his butt.
Yeah. Love you. Be good for mama. You understand?
I got drunk. Levy's about to get wrestling 101.
Oh, is that for me?
Yeah.
What's this for?
To pay
Oh,
for
I don't know what I can do with this, but I hope something cool. Sissy, I need that. I need to pay for something. All right, B. Love you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I'm now.
They're awesome, man. They're constant entertainment, bro. Like literally entertainment all day long. Have fun. Be careful. Put your helmet on, bro. Hey, Beacon. Beacon, put your helmet on. I'm not the cool dad. This is where it all goes down. The Hendricks Training Complex. Spend so much time here. I'm here probably about 5-6 times a week. So if I'm not at the crib, you can find me here. We do a lot here, man. That's Levy. It's crazy how like these fools. Levy, this is it. This is the crib. Right, this is the crib away from the crib, the Nebraska wrestling room. It's so meaningful to me because I was a Cornhusker. So this place opened up actually in the fall after my senior year. So I like to say that I'm responsible for helping get it built just because of the success I've had here. We've had Olympic and world champs, NCAA champions. So there's so much history in this room. It's really cool to see kind of the growth that we had as a program, and then my ability to continue to help these guys elevate themselves and be one of the best programs in the country. So we're a perennial top 10 team, but everyone wants to be the champ. Everyone's chasing that title. So, but it's a good place, man. This is my home away from home. Second home.
It's legit, right?
This is mine here. So we see this picture. I was a young buck. It's like my sophomore, maybe junior year of college. I had like just a couple hairs in my chin. I couldn't even grow a beard yet at that time. And this is the crib, man. This is my sector of the wrestling room. This is where it all goes down. It's like MTV Cribs edition, right? Sure. So this is where the magic happens. Come step into my bedroom. Nah, this is it though. I try to stay as organized as possible. Organized life makes it easy to go into the wrestling room and compete at your best. Get better. The better you get, the more you win.
Is that just a medal you keep in there?
That's the formula, yeah. So we won the Freestyle World Cup last year, 2018. It was actually hosted in Iowa City. We were the team champs. I had wrestled in it. I think this was my 6th time. It was the first time we won it. out of 6 tries. And so that's why this was super meaningful to me. So I wanted to keep this here because it was an important and really pivotal moment in my career, because I had been trying to win this. We had taken 2nd, 3rd, 4th. We had never won it. We couldn't get past the likes of Russia and Iran. And we finally did it. And so I always wanted one of those. That's one of the things that I was able to achieve alongside my teammates in my career. So that's one of the things. Hayes in the barn. As the saying goes, we've put in a ton of work over the last 3 or 4 weeks to prepare for this event. So the week of, you typically just like, you're getting down the weight, you're tapering off in terms of your training phase, you're getting mentally sharpened and focused, and getting ready to go out there and scrap. So for me, at this point, I think you don't want to take too long of a time off where you're getting your heart rate up and you're getting to a place where you're mentally prepared for a fight. You know what I mean? So like, you want to taper, but you don't want to go so low with your anxiety and your anxiousness that you aren't even prepared. I like to kind of keep that balance, that delicate balance between getting too antsy and being too relaxed. I want to stay in mid-range where I'm like unmoved by either, but I'm still in a place where if it breaks out, I'm ready to go. So we're in a good place right now. Still 5 days out, which is good. Thank you.
Everybody wants to see your pretty
Okay,
dress.
there you go. So unicorn pancakes, you're up early, you got your new dress on for school, you got your hair in a ponytail. It's gonna be a great day. Should we do maybe a dinner and a cake later? Yeah, that would be pretty fun. You're a very blessed girl. Are there presents maybe? Yeah? You think maybe you might get a present?
After school, I can get a present.
Oh, that's a good
Sissy,
idea.
you're so smart.
That's a good idea.
You actually listen.
Yeah, try it. Yeah, there you go. That's a fresh piece. Let me know what you think, B. How are they? Are they solid? You like the taste? Okay, good. What? You like them?
Mr. Picky Bee.
There you go, sissy. Get it in you. Get it in you.
Take it
That's
out.
your birthday dress?
Your hair looks pretty today, sis. I like it though. Yeah, it goes. So at this point in my career, it's a tremendous blessing to get a chance to do what I do, specifically because I was one of these guys. I graduated from high school 13 years ago, so I'm getting pretty old, but 13 years ago, I was that guy on the opposite side of the spectrum, following my favorite wrestlers, looking around the college landscape and international wrestling and trying to figure out who these guys were and if I was capable of being one of these guys, who I was going to be at the next level, and if I had it within me to actually achieve what they had already achieved. And so they blazed the trail, I followed it, and now I become the guy that can give back to the next generation, which for me is tremendous because I want to influence and inspire these young men to not only live their best lives, but to go on and do what I'm doing, and that's to lead the next generation underneath of them. And so USA Wrestling as a whole has improved tremendously, particularly because of guys' willingness to go back into the youth and develop these guys from the grassroots levels, telling them, hey, listen, you're capable, you're meaningful, it's possible, you guys can do this, you have to believe, you have to commit, and if you can do all of those things properly for a long, sustained period of time, you too can be great. And so in this position I'm in, man, I have no choice but to give back and to be thankful for everything that I've achieved thus far. See him? Yeah, man.
Gotta get ready for finals.
See him? Hold up real quick. Do a little quick wave check. Yeah, man. You see him? Nah, when I was in high school, I had crazy waves. I used to wear my do-rag all the time. Now I'm on the mat so many times a day. It's a little more difficult to manage, but I still try to, you know what I mean? I ain't that old yet. Now I'm trying to get this place cleaned up. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna cut this cake up, and I can't eat it, but you can. I'm gonna watch you guys eat it. I take like.
Are you excited for your cake?
Sissy, what do you think about that cake? You wanna come up and see it? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Can I see it?
All right, let's see if we got enough candles over here.
We only need 3. Right? See, I'm young, mama.
I want pink.
Lucky for you, I've got pink.
I want.
Well, let's wait till we go outside and then we'll light it.
Or are we gonna take it out?
Yeah, we'll take it out. That's like our
Alright,
ceremonial.
then we're gonna bring it back in.
birthday
We need to hustle. Strawberries falling out.
thing. Sorry, it's popping out. Okay.
Any longer? I'm on the side.
Start us up, Daddy.
Okay, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aura. Happy birthday to you. One more. Yay! Sissy, do you want to make a wish? Is there anything you'd like to wish for?
What do you
Is there
want
one
to
thing?
wish for?
What's one thing you?
Oh, bless you.
What's one thing you would like to have? Is there anything you would like to have?
The
No, we're gonna be pink.
something pink.
She said
Okay, don't touch, okay? We're gonna go get a special surprise for you.
I don't know.
You don't know? Are you sure? What do you want it to be?
A toy.
A toy? What kind of toy?
It's not a toy.
It's not a toy?
It's just something that I want.
What do you
What
want?
do you want?
What do you really
Then we
want?
might know what it is. We might can guess what it is.
Tell me what you really want.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that.
Oh wow, we have the bell.
Oh my goodness!
Think of this little thing, mama.
And it's pink.
Man, I love my
Oh
family.
my goodness!
I love my family so much. And I always prayed about having a family, having beautiful kids, no matter how much they cry and whine when it's not even their birthdays. I'm thankful for them, man. It's been such a blessing to have these 2 little ones. They've really helped mature me and develop me into the man that I am today. And but it's hard work. It's a hard job, man. I think from a mental and psychological perspective, just being the parent that you desire to be, it takes a lot of effort. And so, like, I think at this point, I'm just trying to learn to enjoy the moments in which you realize how satisfying the job is, even amidst the long days and the sleepless nights and all the effort and work that's put into, trying to make them solid individuals. But it's still so great, man. Just like a day like today, seeing Aura turn 3, it seems like I remember the day when Lauren and I stared at the pregnancy test together, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's positive. We're having another baby." Right, and now 3 years in, we couldn't envision our lives without it. And to me, legacy means family. Legacy means having these guys alongside my journey and helping to develop them into solid individuals that can go out and change the world on their own. And that's really important. And I got a beautiful wife alongside me to help me through this journey. I can't complain at all, man. Can't complain, but I wish I could have some cake. You can stay started up, right? I'm gonna grab you just a small cup, okay? Right here. Here's your orange juice.
They can have the same cup.
No, baby, where's your cup, bro?
I have orange juice. I have orange juice. Yeah, and my dad said to drink it.
He let you have orange juice this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're such a nice dad.
Nice, sissy mama. Oh, they feel so good.
Oh.
What's not going to be the
Oh.
I thought, are you guys going?
No, you go.
No, it doesn't matter. You just said, I'll see you guys later, so I assume you were.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
I want you to take us.
You want me to ride with you?
Oh, you coming back to it?
He's coming.
Big buck.
The sparkle.
Alright guys, so we got 2 more days left of school this week. You know what today is?
Yeah.
What's today?
Tuesday.
Yesterday was Tuesday, it's the day after. What's today?
Wednesday.
Yeah, there you go, my friend.
Wednesday.
So you guys have school today and tomorrow.
Day tomorrow.
Sissy, are you going to be excited to show your friends your dress and your shoes? And tell them about your birthday?
No, but I did talk about my birthday.
Oh, you talked about that yesterday already? I got you. B, what about you? You have anything special planned for today?
No.
You just want to see your friends?
Caroline.
Caroline?
Uh-huh.
Anyone else?
No.
No, that's it, just Caroline.
You have to go on. Or push that, or pull it. I'll see you later.
You ready for school, dude?
Yeah.
Sit down. Good jump. Okay. This way. Alright, my friends. Your dad is pretty cool though. Alright, love you. I'll see you later. Sissy, love you. See you later. Have a good day, okay? Thanks, Allie. Just my
Always.
demeanor.
From the time I carried him until now, always. He was always laid back. That's what I told Lauren. I was like, my
And we
daughter
got
was
2
the opposite.
crazy kids.
His sister was like always running around in my stomach, and that's how she was when I had her. Jordan was just laid back, and he's still that way.
Shout out to all the laid back people. Oh man. Yeah, I was always pretty low key. It's hard though to say like if you get a demeanor from a particular person, right? It's like who you can't just say, all right, Beacon and Aura crazy, who in the family was crazy, you know? They just got a lot of energy.
They have energy, but that's how Janair was. Janair had a lot of energy from day one. But you was just always quiet, which was perfect.
Beacon was the same way. Like in Lauren's belly, he moved a ton. He was always antsy
I had
and anxious.
to like smack my belly a few times for Jordan, really, because I'm like, oh my
He's like,
goodness,
"Is he
are
in
you
there?"
okay in there? He would just move like, and then go to sleep for like an hour. I'm like, oh my goodness.
That's hilarious. Actually.
Sugar.
After I wrestle that Sunday, we can have a cook-off.
On what though?
We gotta agree to make something a meal that's the same. Yeah, so my mom was a really good cook when I was growing up, and she would always have meals prepared for us, but I spent so much time in the wrestling room trying to improve at my craft when I was a kid that just cooking was one of those things that I just missed out on. And so as I got older, she taught me a lot of responsibility in how to do laundry, how to clean, how to take care of myself, but I never really knew how to cook. And so this was probably one of the last life skills that I learned to do. And it really was accompanied by the fact that I became a dad. And so once I became a dad, I started to realize that, listen, I'm gonna have to bring some things to the table, and I'm gonna have to kind of buck these traditional gender roles, because mom's at home, she's taking care of the baby, she's tired, she's had a long day, I'm coming home from practice. The way I can contribute to the family is to make sure that a meal's prepared and everybody eats. And more importantly, sometimes, is make sure I was eating the right things when mom wasn't up to the challenge of making sure that food was on the table. And so it was something that I learned, and now like I really enjoy it, especially during my weight cuts. I try to make sure that the people around me are fed, and I just take pleasure in that. And so learning to grill, learning how to prepare things in the kitchen, it's become a cool journey and like a challenge for me to see how good I can become at it. And I like knowing what I put into my body.
Yes, you're a great cook.
Tell me I'm a good cook. I need to hear it.
It's a full-time job. I think when we got married and I moved here, I moved my whole life here, it became very obvious very quickly that I couldn't have my own job, which I say that as like I can't have the job that I studied for. I can't do what I went to school for in the same way that I always imagined it, which I think a lot of women, especially nowadays, would look at that like, well, that sucks. You're like giving up your own dream. But I never look at it that way. Like I look at it as like, we are sharing a dream now and we are working towards one goal, which is really special to me. I'm really good at detail-oriented stuff. I'm a really good writer. I'm really good with creating storylines, and he's a really good creator and a designer, and he's obviously a really good wrestler, but he's so much more than that. And I think together we make a really good team, and we've discovered that over the last 5 years of being married. And we love that. We love working together, and we love being able to talk about our journey together and come home and I'm not exhausted from work.
Today's our day off. It's supposed to be our day off, but I just wanted to make sure I got some calories burnt, so I'm not just kicking it all day. I'm actually going to wrestling, stretch, roll out, see the chiropractor today, maybe even get a massage, cold tub. Everything's about maintenance at this point. We put all the work in. So these last couple days, like really, I'm trying to get physically prepared from a relaxation perspective, because I'm trying to maintain all of the conditioning and all of the just physical development that I've gained over the last couple of months in preparation for this event while I'm cutting weight. So that's the balance. It's tricky trying to lose weight without cannibalizing muscle, without losing your pop and your freshness and explosiveness. So all of those things are always a challenge the week of, but the workload is declined significantly. And so I feel peaceful, family's here, I'm healthy, kids are in school. So from a mental perspective, I'm in a great place. Physically, I'm just trying to make sure that I maintain that balance. But yeah, it's a good day. It's a beautiful day. It's nice to take a day off the mat. There you go, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you a sandwich on the back. There you go, son.
Thank you.
Oh, got the Air Forces, huh?
Yeah.
That's hilarious, bro.
Can I get a picture too? Here's your cap. These feel like a cloud.
Hey, what's up?
I'm 100 and I'm getting it. Come along, luxury. I'm a natural up in this. When I turn up, you know I'm on my. Yes, I'm on my. Yes, I'm on my. I am so. Yes, I am so. I'm on my.
Hey, come on. Little tippy toe.
It's a pinky toe, bro.
You couldn't kick out there. That was,
Yeah, wrestling is a constant evolutionary process. If you want to be great at this sport, you have to continue to develop in every area. I've always desired to be a multifaceted individual, and that means living a quality lifestyle, being a man of integrity, being coachable, and approaching this sport from the perspective that if you don't evolve, you die. So it's get better, get beat, and that's always the thought process that I have going into every single practice, because I know that my opponents are getting better. They're gunning for me, they're going to give me their best effort, and in order to stay on top, I've got to continue to improve in every position. And so I can never rest on my laurels. I have to always continue to progress, develop, and it's something that makes this sport less tedious. If you were doing the same things every day, it will get boring. So the way for me to continuously enjoy this is to continue to improve, put myself in challenging situations, and see how I can better myself through those. And I have a great staff. Coach Manning does a tremendous job. Coach Snyder is extremely helpful. James Green, Tyler Berger, these guys are legitimately my team and my inner circle. So when it comes to getting better, if I'm going to improve, it's typically with one of those four guys. And I'm extremely blessed with this team, and I haven't failed yet. So I'm going to keep them close, and hopefully we can continue to do what we do until I decide to stop.
Solitude. At some point in every man's life or woman, you've got to figure out self-accountability. As great as it is to have teammates and a coaching staff to encourage you at all times of the day throughout your career, sometimes you're going to have to do things on your own. Truly, it is lonely at the top, because when you want to live a life of excellence, sometimes you're the first guy in the gym and the last one to leave. And when you dwell, the road tends to get narrow and the people are few and far between. So for me, a lot of times I'm alone, and I've learned to push through that mental barrier to get out of my comfort zone, to do things alone. It'd be easy to say, no one's here with me, I'm just gonna pack up and go back to the crib and kick it. Or I could go and recover on my own. As uncomfortable as it may be and as lonely as it may be, it makes it rewarding too.
Okay, I've been working like 3 jobs. Probably why I never see y'all. Probably why I never have time for the fake friends who won't be y'all.
So Beacon wants to get stars USA.
But those real ones, they coming now. Oh, look who's reaching out. Old friends wanna feature now. They don't work, so they need it free. Ooh, you reaching out from the west side of that old town, but there's no show. Still I go down to the open mic, show love to the real ones that know now. Some of y'all don't know now. In a couple months, you gon' find out. Been blowing up from the underground, and they stepping on a landmine now. And they know it's my time now. Coming up, I wanna climb now. Everybody claim they been ballin', but it's looking like they took a time out. Okay, I'm working on a Wednesday, then up again the next day. So is poppin', man, I skip him like he leg day. Kick it like I'm Pele, I never care what they say. Put myself on Spotify, so every day is payday.
Like it, Beacon?
That's why I'm coming bad like OJ, like a running back in his own days. Still rockin' those
My shopping for post-weigh-in tomorrow. So post-weigh-in shopping really is getting the things that I need to fuel my body immediately after my weight cut and then making weight. So I wrestle at 163 pounds. We get down to weight, scratch or below, and then you weigh in, immediately rehydrate, refuel your body to get ready for your competition later that night. So we weigh in tomorrow at 3:30, and then we compete at around 6:30, 7 p.m. So for me, it's just getting the right fuel in my body, making sure I feel good. I know that everything that I put in is going to determine how I perform. And so that's a big motivator for me to eat healthy and to make sure my nutrition's on point. So look good, got my hair cut, feel good, put the right things in my body, wrestle good. You You wrestle good, you get paid good. This is gonna be a good day.
You want one of those?
And his opponent.
Oh, a salad?
He was bronze at the 2018 World Championships. A 5-time world and Olympic champion, 2-time bronze medalist representing the Sunkist Kids and Nebraska Wrestling Training Center, Jordan Burroughs.
And you guys are gonna have to excuse me. I'm like shivering up here. I just got out of the cold tub, and as my weight comes down, it's a little chilly. But man, when I was a kid, my mom taught me. She taught me well. She told me if you didn't have anything good to say, not to say anything at all. So I love you. Listen, I'm excited. I'm excited about this opportunity. Anytime I get a chance to compete, I'm gonna be ready. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm 9 years in and looking forward to just competing against Isaiah. I think that all summer I watched the improvements that he made as an individual and as a wrestler. He matured, he improved, both physically and technically. And so I know that tomorrow he's had made adjustments since the last time we got a chance to compete. But so have I. And for me, I've always been a guy that's continuously tried to develop and evolve in this sport, and that's why I've been around for so long. And so if you look at the landscape of the amount of guys that have been retiring this year, I think Tony Ramos, Chase Pammy, BJ Futrell, all of these guys that were in my class. I'm the last of a dying breed, really the last of an era. And I think the reason why I've been able to stick around so long is because of the evolution that I've continuously tried to do in my career, the progression, and really just that hunger. It's insatiable, and it doesn't stop tomorrow. So.
Reigning champ. I feel good. I feel good. My weight's good. I feel like surprisingly right now I don't feel drained or like bad at all. I feel refreshed. I feel good. I feel like ready to wrestle, but I know that it's gonna be tough tomorrow. So like being on the stage for me makes me feel like
the Velcro makes it impossible to have. Oh, right.
Let me think about this before I say this. It makes me feel motivated, but also it makes me feel a little anxious because I know that tomorrow all these seats are going to be filled. All these stands are going to be filled, and people are going to have their eyes on me, glued on this mat, watching me do my thing. And I mean, this is what I live for. This is what my purpose is, literally to build this platform to express my faith and to be a reflection of Christ, but also for me to go out there and be a warrior. It's like that's the gift that I've been given, and that's the gift that I have to steward. And so tomorrow it's gonna be me out there in my element. Like I don't think that there's a place where I feel more comfortable and more confident than on a wrestling mat. The thing that I'm best at with my absolute being is a wrestler. And so yeah, there's something I'm gonna do where I want people to watch me do it and feel confident in making sure it's gonna get done. It's getting my hand raised on a wrestling mat.
Okay.
Little JB4s, you know what I mean? This for the blue singlet, this for the red singlet. Hopefully red singlet second match I can wear these first and finish them off with the gold. But
Alright then.
a little something light for the people. Pretty dope, right?
Yeah.
And we did shirts too.
How big her body was empty. I was like, damn, she big as hell. Yeah, but they had to tell her as she was coming down, the cord got around her neck. So
All I see is gold. Yeah, it's dope. I feel good, bro. So 3 pounds over right now before I get started, which is a pretty good place. I left 3 pounds over last night, and I had a decent amount of water and a smoothie. So I feel good. I mean, all things considered, I'm gonna get to eat after weigh-ins, but I definitely have plenty of energy to get through a workout and get down to weight, and then I get to replenish. I've got all my food in the fridge. Lauren brought me a new Yeti cooler for Father's Day, so I brought that here today. And so I got all my food and stuff in there. Everything's in the fridge. Water, some salmon, some sauteed spinach, and got my blender, everything for my smoothie. Got my new kicks, my new singlets. Got something to wear after this event is all said and done. It's gonna be a great day. I came here to have a great day, nothing less. No circumstance can change that. So I just want to wrestle well and make my family proud. Before. Right on the nose.
Right on 74.
Right on the nose. That's all I need. It's go time. Get ready. Got the goods, got all the food, got everything I need. Now it's just like, just relax, sit back and go out there and do what I do.
I'm so shocked that you designed that, bro.
Yeah, bro. It looks so good. They did a great job executing it.
How does it feel to like have something you designed like here in real life and wearing it right now?
It's really cool. I think the feeling is that when they give me an opportunity to create something, I count it as a blessing. I'm super thankful for it because for a long time I wanted to do these things, but it's hard. All this costs money, and it all takes time. There are hoops that you have to jump through and people that you have to talk to, yeses that need to be had from higher powers that are hard to get in touch with. And so just as an athlete, a lot of athletes get signature lines, but their signature lines are made by other people. They're made by the professionals. And it's rare that they're even interested in creating their own stuff, let alone given the permission to do so. So the fact that they were like, listen, JB, we're going to give you the freedom to create something and let's see how it works out. And I think that just looking at it, there's no doubt that people are going to enjoy it and they're going to like it. And they're going to want to wear what I wear. And that's a game changer.
Session 2 going down right now. Session 2 starts at 6 p.m. You can watch it live on Flow Wrestling. Without further ado, our first competitor. And the main event of the evening at 74 kilograms. First man out will be Jordan Burroughs. .1. 74 even for Isaiah. Yeah, this off real quick. Yeah, stay around that table. Face the crowd. Thanks, guys.
I need my other singlet. Can I get my other singlet?
Let's go back and forth. 74.
Please go.
I mean, you saw me.
Yeah,
we got it on film. Me getting on the scale and me being on. So I just like, for the last hour, I just been like laying around because I thought I was good to go.
The carpet makes a big difference and that's why it was fluctuating back and forth too, rather than being on a straight scale. I'm going to tell Pete, we can't do it on carpet anymore because there's too much. You're fine. You were under, Jordan. You start thinking, dang, I've been doing all this and what? And
it was really my fault, though. It was my fault.
Yeah.
It was a lack of awareness.
Yeah.
Just,
Like 215, you were down.
That's like a French flag. That's awesome.
Cute.
Yeah.
Beacon was like, "Mommy, I forgot my signs. I need to go back." I was like, "I'll go to the car."
That's awesome.
So, yeah. How's he doing?
Everything's right with the world again. Stress is gone.
Yeah.
I'm good. Now I can just go out there and wrestle freely, kick some butt. No one will ever even remember.
Verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb break sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah, yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go. Turning dreams into reality. In the light with the cinematic chemistry. The memories spoken words and let the industry
Good job, Chad. Good job. Hey, moving your feet. Hey, moving your feet. Walk it off, walk it off. All good, all good. Moving your feet. Get angles, movement. Movement, hard. Pressure! Keep that pressure! Yeah, stay low, nice. Stop right here, sharp! Head up. Right arm heavy, stay heavy on your right. Heavy with the right hip. Head on that side, you're good. Get your head over there. Get your head over there. Good. Use your hand now. Both ways. Move, big move. Move it over. Snap down. Snap down. Find some angle. Find some angle. Right, hey, get your motion going. Hey, off the whistle, baby. Speaking. There you go, Jay. Just get those feet moved. Other way. Clear that. Clear it.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Really, the ultimate determination for me is, can I wrestle the way I want to wrestle with freedom? I got to wrestle with freedom. And until I can get to that point, I'm always going to be at risk to get beat. Matches that I get beat is when I allow guys to slow me down and dictate the pace of the match. And I think ultimately, in order for me to be at my best, I've got to wrestle hard, I've got to take a lot of shots, I've got to fake a lot. It takes a ton of effort to do that. But I have a fifth gear that very few men can rival. And it doesn't matter if it's Sidakov or the Georgian or Chamiso. I think when I get going, I'm difficult to stop. The question is, can I do that for 6 minutes, and am I willing to do it for 6 minutes?
Let's go, champ. Right leg, baby. Both sides. Yeah, move out. Move out. Let's go. Stay on one leg. Two. That's two. That's two. On the knee. Get that. Left hand on the knee. Out on the knee. Let's go, boy. Come on. Back. Two. Hand. Make sense. Hold it. Turn up. Turn up. Turn up. Here we go. Come on, JT. Come on, JT. Let's go.
So you're number 3, and you were in a war tonight. And you talked about evolution. How did you evolve tonight, just coming back in that 3rd match, just to come and put it to him there?
Well, I think he made a ton of adjustments this offseason. And the difficult part about being the standard in the weight class is everyone's gunning for you. Well, I'm gunning for the best guys in the world. But I commend Isaiah Martinez. This is really going to push me to the next level of my progression. And wow, it was a fight, man. I love the matches that take heart. That 3rd match is all about heart. And I got a big one.
Real quick.
Can you sign Matt and right here?
Jordan's probably going to see this, so if you have a message for Jordan, what would you like to tell him?
You are a very good wrestler. Keep working hard. I really like you and enjoy you wrestling. Thank you.
Alright, dope dude. Thank you.
Yep.
What up? We got a lot.
Aftermath.
We got a lot going on in the kitchen, so I had to bring the bacon strips out here to the grill. Turkey bacon, of course. The aftermath, bro. This is the feast. This is like the king's feast after the coronation, right after he gets crowned king. So it's a beautiful thing. My eyes busted up, my neck sore.
Let me see that. Let me see that eye again, bro.
My eyes busted up. Neck sore, but I'm going to Kazakhstan. I'm back on the world team. So, with that being said, it's a good day no matter what. I was up at 6:30 this morning just like having a cup of coffee, driving around the city with the windows down and my music turned up. It was a great morning, man. The morning after is so rewarding because I've been on the other side where the morning after is it's rough. Good morning. Hey, my main man, Levy. It's been a tremendous weekend. Thank you all for following our documentary. It's been, wow, I can't believe it. 9 world teams, 9 in a row. From 2011 until 2019, I've been the guy for the United States at 74 kilos, and I do not plan to stop. We have the World Championships in September in Astana, Kazakhstan, and I'm going for my 6th World or Olympic title. So man, thank you guys for following once again. We'll have more footage moving forward, and yeah, make sure you subscribe below. So thank you guys, and go Big Red and go USA.
Go Big Red. Dang, when they started chanting that yesterday.
What's that, Go Big Red?
Yeah, they started chanting it last night.
Bro, this was such a crazy weekend.
It was.
It was such a crazy weekend. Actually.